Hey everybody, Sean Sewell and Engearment.com podcast coming to you live from Will Coleman's van in the parking lot of Loveland Ski Resort. Here with Wade Lancaster, Will Coleman, the two founders of the Backcountry Beacon Bash. This is the second annual Beacon Bash and we're up here preparing for it. It is tomorrow, November 9th. It is a free event. It's a lot of fun. We have sponsors donating amazing gifts for a raffle, and all the money goes to CAIC, which is Colorado Avalanche Information Center, the people who do the forecasting to help us keep safe in the backcountry mountains. So, I'll introduce Will and Wade here. Everybody probably knows Will Coleman. He's been on the podcast now like half a dozen times or something. He is an awesome human being. And Wade is a proprietor of the Gourmet Hot Dog House. And one of my good friends and backcountry buddies and fellow DJ, and just awesome all-around person. I'll start off. Guys, how did the Beacon Bash come about?
The Beacon Bash was an idea that kind of got thrown together last year. We use a local Facebook group called Colorado Backcountry Ski and Snowboard. And on that group, I made a post on on the group, and I said, hey guys, I want to go up to Berthoud Pass and get some friends together, cook out, and go over some safety skills before the snow starts to get deep. That post received a lot of interest, and we decided maybe we should organize this and make something good out of it. So Wade reached out to me, and he was like, hey man, we can really get this thing going, and he kind of pulled together a lot of crazy loose ends, and long story short, we ended up hosting it at Winter Park Ski Resort last year, and we had over 100 in attendance and got a lot of great feedback other than the fact that we didn't have bathrooms. So that is fixed this year.
We do have running facilities.
We have facilities. But yeah, it was a great event. We're super stoked on it, and people were already asking when the next one is. So we threw this one together for this year. We're much more organized, and we've got something up our sleeves for next year as well.
Yep. Well, it sounds like it's a really amazing event. Obviously, being part of it last year and witnessing it firsthand was incredible. Yeah, everybody there was just so excited. And to think that it all started from an honest to goodness, you just posted on that group, hey, you guys want to go up in the mountains and have some PB&Js and berries and beacons? And it turned into 100 plus, 120 people, I think, right?
Something like that,
And this year we have over 1,000 interested, at least 150 confirmed coming. And vendors, do you want to talk about the vendors, Wade? How many people we have supporting this?
Yeah, so the outpouring of support has been tremendous. Want to give a huge shout out to our key sponsors, Loveland Ski Area and Weston Backcountry. They really came together and made this happen. Obviously, Loveland's giving us the venue, which is, without a venue, we don't have an event. And Weston has really jumped on board. Will and I are both part of the Weston team, and so to have them jump in and support us as much as they have and with open arms, and it just speaks volumes about that company and the family that has become to all of its team members. So excited to have them involved. But just all the vendors that we've got in contact with, Colorado Personal Fitness, Engearment.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Sean knows who those guys are.
Yep.
Bivouac Coffee, 4 Points Bar, obviously the Doghouse, BCA, Telluride Brewing Company, Bent Gate Mountaineering, Colorado Snowboard Guides, Colorado Adventure Guides, Friends of Berthoud Pass, Cal Topo's coming out. Will, am I missing any? I pulled most of the
nonprofit.
Beacon Guidebooks.
Oh, Beacon Guidebooks, for sure.
High Country Veterans Adventures, Black Diamond of Castle Rock, the new Black Diamond retail store. If you guys are local to Colorado, go check that place out. It's really awesome.
Yeah, and those guys were just, it was amazing when I went in there to pick up the gear. They actually donated a full kit, a Beacon Shovel Probe, which we're really stoked about, but thanks, Will, for making that connection. And just to see those guys light up and talk about how thankful to us they were when I was the one thanking them for being so gracious with their donation. But they were really excited. So yeah, it's in the outlet malls down there in Castle Rock. And go check them out. It's the first brick and mortar store in Colorado for Black Diamond. They're planning on doing something like 20 more across the country. But if you decide to take a trip down there, give me a call. I'll go have coffee or lunch with you, because that's my hood. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, guys, for a first-time person coming to this kind of event, what can they expect tomorrow? What's the timeline, and what activities will we have planned?
The timeline's pretty simple. We expect people to show up around 9 o'clock. That's when we're going to do our initial talk, safety talk about how the day's going to flow, where the stations are. And then from that point, everybody should be gathered around, and we're going to kick off a fitness session with you, Sean.
Oh, yeah, got kettlebells. I got my buddy Justin Raywa coming up here to help me do that again. Mountain Fitness School on the mountain.
Yeah. The fitness session is great. You guys can jump into it if you want. If you're feeling like it's maybe not something you're interested in, at that point, you'll be able to go in and start working through our stations. We'll have 3 separate beacon stations set up to go over different drills. Throughout the day, we'll have 2 rescue demos done by Colorado Adventure Guides. Justin Ibarra is one of the best in the business, and he's going to do some demos for us. And throughout the day, you'll be able to snag a beer from Telluride Brewing if you're over 21. You'll be able to get some food from the Doghouse and 4 Points bars, and we'll just have lots of stuff hanging around, float around, visit the tents. We'll have some music jam, and it'll just be a fun, good time for the family.
Oh, I love it. And it is very free flow, like Will mentioned. There'll be multiple stations of all levels. So if you're backcountry curious, you definitely want to come check this out. I know a lot of people reached out, what do I need to bring? Bring yourself one. Just come here, eager and open-minded. If you have a beacon, probe, and shovel, bring that. Do not bring skis and snowboards. We're not going to be skiing and snowboarding at this event. Very important. We're not going to be going onto Loveland, the resort itself. We're going to be in the parking lot. The parking is free. It's plentiful. And like we mentioned earlier, there's plenty of restrooms, running water, and cell phone service.
Yeah, and I think that's a big thing too, Sean. You know, we've had a lot of people who say, "Oh, well, I've never done anything in the backcountry." Or on the flip side of that, we have people who say, "You know, I've been going in the backcountry for 20 years." Mm-hmm. Well, this is great for both of those people. Mm-hmm. If you don't have any backcountry experience, this is a great way to see if you think this is something for you and learn the basics. And obviously, we all recommend education. So please don't think you're going to come to this event and then you're going to jump back into the backcountry next week. Mm-hmm. We highly recommend that if you have never been in the backcountry and this is your first time, use this as the opportunity to network and meet some great people and see if this is truly for you. And if it is, we will have people here to help you sign up for your education tomorrow. So please get educated if this is your first time, and if it's your 20-year backcountry vet, come and dust the rust off. You know, more than likely, well, a lot of people have been out this season, but more than likely you haven't been out yet this season, and make sure your gear is functioning properly. Mm-hmm. And get familiar with your gear. You know, it's amazing how many people we talked to last year at the event who had been to their area course and they hadn't touched their beacon since, other than a trailhead check. And so to hear those people, you know, talk about, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how rusty I was, I didn't realize I didn't know how to use this or that, it was really refreshing and rewarding to hear and see those people do that. So even if you're a 20-year vet, come out, dust the rust off, and mentor somebody and show them, all your tricks and trades in the backcountry of being safe. I'm not telling you got to give away all your spots, because we all know how sacred the secret spots are. Yep. But come out and pass on some of your knowledge.
Yeah, very well said. So yeah, all levels, all abilities. Bring your kids too. I mean, I love seeing parents showing their kids what they're up to and how beacons work. It's fun to practice with them, you know.
Yep, my 3 and 4 year old are going to be exposed to their first beacon search tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that. I don't know how engaged they'll be or how long they'll stick with it, but absolutely, bring your kids out, and my girls are going to be running around, and we encourage that.
I love it. And again, all the money we raise from the raffle, there's a lot of really, really great prizes. I don't want to spill the beans on. There will be skis and snowboards and beacons, shovel, probe, a lot of really cool stuff. That money goes, again, to CAIC. So we're not making any money off this. This is not like, out to make money for any of us here. It is to raise money for the avalanche forecasters to help us be safe. So support a good cause. Have fun. Have a beer. Have a LaCroix. Have some hot dogs. We have vegan options too.
We do. We've got Beyond sausages for everybody tomorrow. So
yeah, no excuse not to eat, guys. Come on.
Yep.
So, come meet all the people here, make new friends, and just have fun. We'll be here from like 7 till 3, but 9 to 3 is when you should show up. Again, it's free parking. The weather is going to be glorious tomorrow.
Beautiful weather tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like bluebird skies, and we're almost like in light windbreaker jackets right now. We're up here right now practicing where we're going to put stuff. So come out here. Come check it out. November 9th, Loveland Ski. Loveland Valley parking.
Loveland Valley parking. Mm-hmm. You guys won't miss it. There'll be a lot of tents. Vehicles will be set up. We'll have signs. Come out, have a good time, and I just want to thank our sponsors again, because the this is a grassroots effort. It's a bunch of guys getting together and throwing this thing together. And these sponsors, without haven't questioned us. They have stepped up, done what we needed to help us, and all because they want to keep people safe in the backcountry. And the whole goal of this event is to just instill the ideas of safety and get people practicing, and let's have a safe season this year, and hopefully we don't lose anyone. That's
Absolutely.
the goal.
I'm with you on that. Well, I will hopefully see a lot of you listeners here. Wade and Will and I will be welcoming you with open arms into this backcountry community up here at Loveland Valley parking lot tomorrow at 9 a.m. And until next time, guys, love you and take care.